Welcome back to NC Bassing. Just caught the first fish of the day. He's maybe barely a keeper. Let's get him back in the water. It's a good cloudy day to come to Lake Norman. I'm out here on Lake Norman. The BFL is coming this Saturday. This is a Thursday, so there's probably a lot of guys out here practicing. I kind of want to see what I can do, what kind of limit I can catch. Of course, it's easier when there's nobody out here and it's not 200 boats on the lake. Makes it a lot easier to catch them. But I want to see what my best five away and see where it would place me if I did do the BFL, which I've been thinking about doing one, especially as a co-angler. I've really been thinking about it. I think next year I might do all of them. I'm not sure, but I would like to. But it's a perfect cloudy day to go to Lake Norman. I love when it's cloudy on this lake. It's a lot better, just like they bite better at nighttime, but I don't hardly ever get a chance to fish at nighttime. I kind of want to go exploring. I planned on like going to Davison Creek and trying back there in some of those spots, try to see if it's worth driving down there. But it's going to be real windy, and it's a northeast wind actually. So it could make it really bumpy down there with this small boat. That's one of the reasons I don't go down the lake either, because when it's windy, even though that's when the fish bite down there is when it's windy, but it's a rough ride on that open water down there. If the wind's blowing right, you can get soaked down there. I know I went down to the dam one time and it got drenched when it was like 60-mile-per-hour winds. I know it can definitely white cap down there. But I'm hoping today I can just fish top waters and moving baits all day long. The first one came on the crankbait. I've been throwing top waters, but I'm trying to throw big baits. That was on the Rock Baits reactor, awesome little square bill. I'll probably catch some more on it, I'm sure. But I was really trying to catch them on. This is what I was throwing in the light already. I'm hoping I can get one on that. I know it'll be a good sized fish if I do, and I haven't caught a fish on it yet, but it's really not the right time of the year yet. It should work as the water cools down. My goal for today would probably be to catch a 10-pound bag, which would be really good. I mean, it's tough to catch big ones here. If you can get one over 3 pounds, it makes it a lot easier. I'm sure like 13-ish pounds would probably win the BFL, maybe even 15, but I'd say 10 pounds would put you right on the check line, probably 11 pounds, but I'll be happy with 10 pounds today. Hopefully they're biting. Let's see how it goes. Oh my, finally a fish. Well, my drag was just low. He probably hooked funny. Yep. He pulled drag at first. Just because my boat's coming right at him. Finally got one in the boat, guys. Throwing top waters in the light. Tried the ramp, nothing. It's daylight now, finally got one. Wind's blowing back here perfectly. So hopefully they're schooled up back here. What are these? Oh, a tiny one. And he's off. They're busting bait right there. Got him. Oh no, got him. Took 2 tries, but finally, guys, had to move back out to the main lake. Tiny one. Oh, it's been a struggle. It is 8:45. Been fishing since 6 o'clock. Caught 1 fish. This is finally my 2nd fish. Backs of creeks is not working. Tried some new spots. Ran all the way to the very back of Mountain Creek, and it's muddy and there's shad everywhere, but cannot get a bite. Tried the bridges back there, couldn't get them. Tried a couple spots near Queens, couldn't catch anything. I mean, it's been slow. I've resorted back to finesse fishing. I didn't even want to take my spinning rods out, but I'm out here on this main lake hump right out here. You guys probably know, like close to, what is that, mile marker 13's right over there. Like, this is out in front of Mountain Creek, this big shoal. It's cloudy, perfect day to fish. Should be able to catch them on top waters, but hopefully we can catch something bigger than that. On the underspin, it's been tough. Oh, it's still on there. Yes, open water popper fishing. Nice. Thought with all this commotion and waves, I might be able to draw one up with this popper. Just a couple of hard pops makes it look like fish are feeding, gets their attention. It's actually shallow over there, but right out here near deep water. They're feeding on tiny bait though. hard to mimic those tiny shad. Little tiny spot, not a keeper. Finally something on top waters. Gosh, got him. Be hybrid. Nope, it's a little spot. I'm paying attention. I guess it's the popper out in the middle of the lake is where. See, that's what I catch on the main lake most of the time, guys. That's why I really want to get in the backs of these pockets in the muddy water where the largemouth live. And that's what I'm gonna have to do. Is get big bass. That's my normal main lake fish. Not really schooling. I just see a topwater hit every once in a while, but with all these waves, they're probably feeding underneath the surface. It's not very deep out here. Just a little guy. That Arashi cover pop, my favorite popper. A lot of weight, big hooks. Throw it on, so you can throw it on braid. That's the shad colored one. I love the bluegill colored one. He's not big. They're fun on topwaters. I'm even throwing the underspin and the tiny chatterbait, not getting any bites. 2-foot waves and catching them on topwaters. I seen that one schooling before he even bit, but some of these are just random thrown out in front of this shoal. I mean, I'm sitting in 10 feet of water marking fish. Scattered though, they're not really grouped up. Tiny guy. At least I'm catching on topwaters. Well, guys, apparently somebody is trying to catch muskie in Lake Norman. I don't know what they were trying to catch on this, but maybe a giant bass, who knows. It's one of those muskie baits, I forget what they're called, but that's crazy to be thrown on Lake Norman for sure. Well, guys, midday update. It's been a struggle. I mean, I really thought I was going to kill them on topwaters, catch a bunch today. I thought for sure I'd catch 5 keepers, but I can't even catch a keeper. That first one might have been barely a keeper, but he wasn't even close to 2 pounds. It's been tough. I've been trying some new spots, trying to do a little exploring. Went back in the little creek where the wind's blowing on it perfectly. I never even fished Little Creek ever. I tried it a little bit on some points, didn't get bit. It's been tough. That little main lake hump out there, out in front of Mountain Creek, is the only place I really got bit. And I probably could have stayed there all day and caught them, but they were just really small. They would start blowing up. You just got to get cast in quick, and they'd pop the popper. I missed a bunch of fish over there, but they're all small. I'm trying to find some quality size fish, and this has been tough. I'm gonna go back to the spots I normally fish at the end of the day. I mean, I know you guys get tired of seeing the same old spots, but that's where I have confidence. Usually when I try new water, I don't really catch them. Hopefully I can just put some fish in the boat, because it's been a struggle so far. At least something with some quality size. Let's see how it goes. Oh my God, oh no! That was like a 2.5 pound spot. Did you guys see that? Reeling in a popper. Oh my gosh, I shouldn't set the hook so hard. Fish, finally. It's not big, but finally a largemouth. Oh my gosh. I have not been able to get a bite, guys. It has been a struggle. I almost went ahead and went home, but I had to catch a couple more. I knew if I pulled out the Ned rig and went to the Stumpy Bridge, I'd catch some dinks. But, well, largemouth, I didn't expect to catch a largemouth. It has been a struggle, guys. I thought I was going to catch them really good today. and I can't catch anything. It's been a struggle. I'll go ahead and call it a day. I mean, it's only 1 o'clock, but I cannot catch a fish. I mean, I can't even buy a bite. It's been terrible. I really thought I could just run and gun and throw topwaters and catch them all day long. I really was thinking about doing a 20 bass challenge again, but I would have completely failed. I'm glad I didn't. I really thought I was going to catch them. I thought I could probably get 10 pounds. I just didn't know if I'd catch the size I need to get a 10-pound limit, but I thought I'd catch fish all day long. It's been tough. I don't know what's going on. I guess that northeast wind turned them off. I don't know, it's perfectly cloudy, but it was like this yesterday, so they probably fed up yesterday, but I still expected to see fish schooling in the mouths of creeks, hitting topwater everywhere. I barely seen any fish activity except out on that main lake hump. I should have stayed there. I caught more fish off of that in 15 minutes than I did the rest of the day. I can't catch a fish on an Ed rig, so I think it's about time to go home. Next Tuesday, I'll be back for the Tuesday tournament. After this BFL this weekend, it might make the fishing tough next week, so at least I think I had my expectations too high today. I'm just glad today wasn't an actual tournament. I'd rather have my bad days when I'm just fishing for fun and have my good days on tournament days. But thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video.